Let's discuss the significance of the transpiration process. Curtis rightly said that transpiration is a necessary evil. Well, why it's so? Because this transpiration process has advantages also and disadvantages also. First of all, I've briefly summarized the significance of transpiration. First is the cooling effect. It produces cooling effect. When there is loss of water from the aerial parts of the plant, we call it as transpiration, right? And when that water is going to evaporate, this is going to produce cooling effect, means the transpiring parts of the plant, they are going to have temperature that is 2 to 5 degrees Celsius lower than the other parts of the plant, right? So, transpiration produces cooling effect. Then transpiration helps in the development of the suction force. Now, as the water is going to be lost by the plant, this is going to generate a transpirational pull, right? And that transpirational pull is because of this suction force, and due to this force only the water is going to move up into the xylem vessels and is going to reach to the other parts of the plant, right. Then this transpiration process helps in the distribution of water and mineral salts. As there will be movement of, you can say that water from the xylem also distributes mineral salts with it. So, as a whole, this transpiration process is going to help in the distribution of water and mineral salts. Now, as I told you earlier that transpiration is a necessary evil. Why it is so? Because it has advantages and disadvantages. First of all, let's discuss what are the advantages of the transpiration process. First of all, we have ascent of sap. Now, as you know that the process by which the water moves up through the xylem vessels and reaches other parts of the plant, we call it as ascent of sap. So, transpiration helps in the ascent of sap, means movement of water upwards. Then in the absorption of water also, as the water will be lost by the process of transpiration, water is going to be absorbed by the roots. So, this process helps in the absorption of water. Then transport of minerals, because xylem is responsible for the transportation of water and mineral salts. So, mineral salts will also be transported because of the process of transpiration. Then transpiration also produces cooling effect that we discussed already. Then it helps in the building of the mechanical tissue. It has been noticed that the plants which actively transpire, their mechanical tissue buildup is much more as compared to the plants which transpire less. So, it helps in the building of the mechanical tissue and extensive root system. The plants which again transpire more, they will need to develop a root system that is more extensive, right. So, transpiration helps in the development of extensive root system. It leads to the improvement in the quality of fruits and it leads to hardening also. So, these are the advantages of transpiration. But besides these advantages, we have certain disadvantages also. First of all, we have wilting injury. Now, when the plants are going to transpire more and the absorption of water by the roots is less, then the leaves can show permanent wilting and this can lead to death of the plant also. Secondly, stunted growth. When the rate of transpiration is higher, then the plants will show stunted growth, means that should be equal. The water lost by the plant needs to be covered up by the water absorbed by the roots. But if it is not there, then the plant is going to show stunted growth. Then abscission of leaves. When transpiration level is quite high, then the leaves can show premature fall because of the formation of abscisic acid, and the plant show abscission, means the leaves are going to show premature falling. Then expenditure of energy. Well, 98% of the water being absorbed by the plant, it is actually transpired, means it is actually lost by the plant. So, this is a great expenditure of energy. Then rolling, twisting and curling of leaves can affect photosynthesis directly. Why it is so? Because the radiation received per unit area is going to be reduced. So, transpiration can lead to rolling, twisting and curling of the leaves. So, these are the disadvantages of transpiration. So, as I discussed that transpiration has advantages also and disadvantages also, but still transpiration is necessary. Still transpiration needs to be there in plants. So, that is why Curtis rightly said that transpiration is a necessary evil.